What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Demo, Hitchcock music. A lot of black men feel in the world today that having money will solve a lot of their problems. And to a certain degree, that is true. Money will solve, I believe, all money-related problems, but it doesn't solve problems as you think. Some people will say, well, if I had this money, if I had that money, I would just be doing, so much better and everything. And the reality is that it's not true, because let's listen at what's happening with Richard Sherman. Now, if it's about all things being equal, Richard Sherman, to some people in the black community, will be considered the total package. 6'3", athlete. Okay, I'm pretty sure that women liked him. All right, he went to Stanford, so he went to Dominguez High School, which is the same high school my father went to in Compton, and my sister. So he went there, but then he went to Stanford. He was a wide receiver that was doing really well, converted over to cornerback, went to the Seattle Seahawks, won a Super Bowl. He's been a 5-time Pro Bowler, and the guy's made a lot of money in the league. What all could you want? I mean, he's going to go down as a zone corner Hall of Famer. He'll go to the Hall of Fame for sure. He's on the NFL 2010s All-Decade team. Everything's going right for him. Correct? Can I get a dun 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 sound effect? Even people with much success like him have problems. And he's been having some, according to his family, according to his wife. Now, I haven't gotten his side of the story of it, but according to people that are close to him, there was an incident in which, he had been sending text messages to people talking about he was going to kill himself. What? Now, if you listen to Richard Sherman talk, man, he just is a person that he's so confident in what he has to say. He's so outspoken. You would never think that a person like him would ever have that problem. But it can happen, even for a guy like Richard Sherman. And he was at his in-laws' house, and then apparently, when he made the statement, and then they were trying to call the police, he was trying to break back into the house and get them to stop what they were saying. Nobody was hurt, right? I've heard different takes of the story, but nobody was hurt. And he was booked. And, he was on the 49ers. He gave that big play in the Super Bowl, that lost the Super Bowl for the Chiefs. And then he's now a free agent. So he's toward the end of the career. His best days are behind him. But his wife is saying that, he has these problems. He wants to hurt himself. I want to tell guys something. Okay? He's going through something in his life. And if this video ever gets to Brother Sherman, I want to let you know, brother, you're an exemplary man from what I know about you. So if anybody knows Richard Sherman, send him this video. Okay, my brother was able to meet him one time in Fresno when he was, I believe, still at Stanford. But I want you to know that you're an exemplary African American man. You're married to a black woman. You're from the Compton area. You didn't let that stop you. You went on to Stanford. You went on to be successful. You've accomplished a lot in your 30 years that most folks won't do. Whatever that you're going through, brother, I want to know that we, as black men, I love you. I love what you've done for our people. Okay? And sometimes we need to tell our black men that we appreciate them. And that sometimes, when you have things going on in your life, I don't know what his problems are. I don't know if it's marital problems or family problems or career issues or injuries or whatever like that. But the thing about it is, as black men, sometimes we have to reach out and tell our brother, you know what, brother, it's going to be okay. Keep on keeping on. That you have our support. And I want Richard Sherman to know that. He is a great man for what he's accomplished on and off the field. And sometimes it's enough, because you never know what somebody's going through. When you see a brother in the store or on the sidewalk, I try to speak to black men wherever I'm at. And I try to, give them a smile, because a lot of times brothers are having a tough time, And sometimes you never know that your compliment, or brother, that's a nice car, or how you doing, brother, something like, you never know, that person might be on their way to jump off a building, but what you just said can give them hope and humanity. And we want to know, a lot of black men that we have that are talented have everything. Money don't solve all the problems, brother. It just don't. You know, in fact, sometimes the more money you have, man, the more, people want to talk to you, the more, money's easy to make, but sometimes difficult to keep, man. And, that's the thing that we need to, talk about as men, and that money don't solve all your problems. You still got to have all the problems that you've always had. If you have problems with your wife, you have problems with your kids, your family. But the one thing that that other folk have gotten through these problems, so can you. They're not so much better than you that you can get it in. Sometimes we need to have a lot of support for men. Men don't have a lot of places where they can get, especially black men. We're not able to talk about our issues because, you're being feminine, you're being soft and all of this stuff. All kind of different things that African American go through and all of this. But the reality is that, we hurt just like anybody else. Okay. We have problems just like anybody else. And we need support like anybody else. We need folk to care about us just like anybody else. And once we're able to achieve that, then we're going to be able to be better. It's okay. And it's okay to have problems as a black man. It's okay to go through things. It's okay to have thoughts. I'm not saying that, it's okay to end your life. It's okay to have thoughts that you might not want to be here, because it happens to people sometimes. But the problem is that it's more okay to understand how valuable that you are. What you were put on this earth to do. You beat out so many other sperms that you came here. And what the world, for most of us, what it means better when you're here. You're going to leave anyways. You might as well leave on your own terms. I mean, not on your own terms. You're going to leave anyway. You might as well live the rest of your life out. Okay. And we want black men to really understand that sometimes we just need to know that somebody loves you, that somebody cares about you, and you have too much more living to do. And I hope that the brother, whatever he's going through, that God keeps him in the right state of mind. I had a godfather. He used to always say, he was a pastor. He said, Lord, keep my mind, And in other words, things going on in my life, but make me sane, keep me clear in thinking, keep me here. And that's what I would ask for him. God, keep our brother's mind. A lot of black men, sometimes, you can go crazy in the world today, but Lord, keep me focused on being ready, keep my sanity. So I'm praying for the brother, and for you brothers out there too on the daily. Keep on keeping on, keep on keeping on. I know it's tough. It's not easy, but we need to be able to talk to each other about it, and things will get better. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Joint. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment at the top, check out the Black Men Herf t-shirts, and as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.